professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. I used to live downtown, 129th Street. You know, Wild Wild West reference. But this is about Kanye West on Tucker Carlson, right? And the part of the White Lives Matter thing with him and Candace Owens, I really don't care about that. I'm going to tell you why. Kanye is a marketing guy. And sometimes, and he's right about a lot of things. He's ahead of his time. He's very much so a genius. He's very much so he can see things, and the things he predicts come to pass. And it sounds crazy when he says it because he's years early. But he's also, in my opinion, a contrarian. Like, he'll do stuff, and it's like, why we do? He's like, he does stuff to be a contrarian, to get a buzz, to get people's attention, so he can talk about whatever is up next on his agenda. You know, great mark. He's always had the blow-ups since the beginning of his career. He's always had the blow-ups, right? And so to me, it's like, yeah, he could be right, but he's a contrarian. Like the White Lives Matter t-shirts, the Black Lives Matter slogan, first of all, Black Lives Matter didn't show their true colors, and we've tried to tell people this years ago, but the Kanye West and Candace Owens White Lives Matter stance is more so political play, because in essence, it's a stunt. It's a publicity stunt, because a lot of black people are like, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for black people to understand, or are you doing this for white people to know that they're black people who care about white people? Like, you should have did this, back then with the All Lives Matter stuff. The Black Lives Matter stuff died down. The All Lives Matter stuff died down. The Blue Lives Matter stuff died down. And just out of the blue, White Lives Matter. Usually we're ahead of the curve. So to me, this is just being a contrarian. Just to, ruffle some feathers for a buzz. But the other thing about that, in his interview with Tucker Carlson, he was talking about his family situation. How, as a father, I personally think that listening to him, he's reevaluating his parents' dynamic of being his parent, because now he's a parent, and now he has to see, he saw his life probably through the lens of his mother's eyes, and now that he became a father, now he's starting to see the world through the lens of his father's eyes. And he's having not necessarily a midlife crisis, but he has to rethink some of the things that he thought, because now it doesn't flow as easily, because now he's seeing the manipulation and and it's not just manipulation, but the manipulation and the propaganda placed on making a father look bad or crazy. And is he right, or is he being a contrarian? And the reason I say that is because, going back to the White Lives Matter t-shirts, so we got to say White Lives Matter, congratulations, all right, whatever. But then you're telling the white media that, hey, man, this is how you're doing black children. And it's like, so okay, are you right about White Lives Matter? Are you right about how fathers are getting the short end of the stick? Yeah. But to get that message out, are you doing a publicity stunt and being a contrarian just to get people, kind of like to shock people into paying attention? because he does. I don't think he doesn't mind the world looking at him as crazy. Now, most artists, most huge artists, cultural icons are looked at as crazy, especially when they black. James Brown looked at as crazy. Michael Jackson looked at as crazy. Prince was looked at as crazy. Um, Jimi Hendrix was looked at as crazy. Um, R. Kelly looked at as crazy. You know, um, who everybody had a most people I could think, you know, Little Richard looked at as crazy, um, but so on and so forth. DMX was looked at as, you know, he was off, right? Like Jay-Z is not looked at as crazy because he's looked at as a normal person, and it's like, how did he fit in with all these artists, especially these big black artists, because they're all crazy. So being looked at as crazy, I don't think he has an issue with, but so he play on it because sometimes he's crazy and sometimes he's crazy like a fox. But is he right? Yeah. Is he a contrarian? In my opinion, yeah. But most importantly, even though to me it's out of touch with black people, I don't think it's meant to be in touch with black people. I think these publicity stunts work though, because they know how to dog whistle white America into believing what black America is thinking by doing stunts like this, just to get a platform to speak on other issues. So that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.